Happy Christmas! Welcome to the Christmas episode of Don't Panic Pantry. We are here with my mom, and we are going to make a chocolate cream pie with a mint whipped cream and a chocolate cookie crust. So, let's get started.
Let's do it.
So the first thing we're gonna do, I'm just gonna put it right in like that. Should I just go crazy and make it really minty?
I think so.
And now we're gonna put it on the stove and then just gonna kind of press these in a little bit. Like a nice medium heat, just enough to raise the heat up like we're making a gentle tea. Now turn it off and just let it chill out and steep.
Now we're gonna make a chocolate cookie crust.
Okay.
So normally I find chocolate wafer cookies and I could not find them. So I bought Oreo cookies and just scraped out the cream, and we have chocolate wafer cookies. And we're going to turn that into crumbs.
Fine, like fully blitz it?
Fully blitz it. Let's check it. Okay, now we're going to add sugar.
2/3 of a cup.
2/3 of a cup of sugar, all in.
Quarter teaspoon.
Quarter teaspoon of salt, and 4 tablespoons of unsalted butter. And we're gonna just mix that up.
What do you think, Mom?
Seems like it needs to be a little bit moister, doesn't it?
Maybe a little more butter?
I think we need a little bit more butter. Just put another little bit in there. That looks better.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I like to butter, unsalted butter, so that gives it a little more, it won't stick together, a little more grease. And then we're just gonna press that in. You could do it with your hands, Noah. And you want it to come up to here because you're gonna put your filling up to there. And this is nice. This is a pie that you make the day before because we're gonna make a filling that has to chill for at least 8 hours. So it's nice, you make it the day before. I like to get whatever I can made in advance in any holiday, because there's always more to do than you think.
And you want to at some point be allowed to hang out.
Yeah, exactly.
How did I do?
Chocolate
Is this good enough?
is great.
Is it? Mm-hmm. Then why are you still fixing it?
Now we're just going to bake this in a 375 oven for 10 minutes. And then we'll be ready, we can make our filling.
Nothing says Christmas like numbing your senses with alcohol. But I'm gonna show you my favorite trick in the world for making a quick, delicious, light on your feet cocktail at home. It's called a vodka soda. But usually when you throw a little party and you make a vodka soda, you're cutting up limes all day, you're putting limes in bowls, you make too many limes, put them in bowls, then they're in the fridge, you have a big bowl full of limes, you're sitting in there getting old and ratty, you got a bunch of old limes. That's where Spindrift comes in. I love this so much that I actually reached out to Spindrift to be our first sponsor on our show, and they said yes. It's called a vodka soda. For me, a classic vodka soda with lime is one of the great beverages in the world. I might have put a lot of vodka in this. It is the perfect vodka soda. Ah, the good life. Okay, let's make pie.
Cheers. Looks great.
2/3 cup of sugar, 1/4 cup of cornstarch, and a 1/2 teaspoon of salt.
Whisk it together. And also for this recipe, we're gonna need 4 large egg yolks. What I like to do is pretty easy separation. You get a nice egg yolk. So we've got 1 in there already. There's 4. We could whisk those together. So we're gonna put this on the stove. You want a low flame.
Okay.
We want a slow, even stream here. So what keeps the eggs from cooking is a constant whisking on low heat.
It's like a little temper job.
And what you're waiting for is for this to bubble and thicken. There we go, that's nice. It is so worth it to make fresh chocolate pudding and not be tempted to buy a mix, which is just not as good. This is so delicious. It might be like, could be 5 minutes. Do you remember this growing up, having chocolate pudding pie?
I don't remember the work.
No, you just remember eating it.
Yeah.
Let's stop for a second, let's see how it looks. Is it starting to bubble?
Yeah.
Starting to bubble, starting to thicken, okay.
So do we start
Can we
adding in our
turn
chocolate?
this, not yet, can we turn this down?
Yeah.
Can you see how this is really starting to thicken? That's what we want. Yes, okay, we're there.
5 ounces of bittersweet chocolate and 2 ounces of unsweetened chocolate.
You want to use the best chocolate that you can find. This is a really great German chocolate. It's not that much. This is making the whole dish, so you want to use the best chocolate you could possibly find.
That's both? That's 5 ounces of bittersweet and 2 ounces of unsweetened?
Yes, and then we've got a little bit of vanilla to put in here.
And then
we're going to add
a teaspoon of vanilla.
Look at that, doesn't even have to measure it. He's a professional.
Also, it's going to be fun.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
Which cup is mine, the one with the lipstick on it?
And then to give it a little sheen, the butter. There's the 2 tablespoons of butter. What the kids would always want to do is who gets to lick the spoon and who gets to lick the bowl. Ooh, looks good. Okay, now this needs to go in the refrigerator for at least 8 hours to chill or overnight. If you'd like to, as soon as it cools off a little bit, you can pour it directly into your pie pan and then put it in the fridge. But we're going to just let this cool for a minute. Can I have that spatula, please?
This has now been refrigerated. We swapped it out. My mom made this yesterday. We're swapping it out. We're wearing the same clothes. Obviously, we swapped it out. We're going to put this chocolate pudding in here, put it back in the fridge, let it get nice and chilled again while we make the whipped cream.
Now this is Christmas chocolate. It's decadent, but it's actually very light. Once you taste this custard, it's so good.
And we put in a lot of red lentils, so it's really good for you. No, fiber is very important in your diet.
No, we did not.
John Fu, stop! All right, so now we're just gonna pour this in. We're not gonna press it. We're just gonna let this pour straight through and strain. And now we whisk. So it turns out I'm not a pastry chef. And when you infuse mint into cream, maybe it doesn't whip. I'll bet. Let me know in the comment section what I did wrong, because I'll bet you will anyway. So now we're going to try to make a little mint simple syrup, and we'll whip cream and then fold it in. And that will be our way we're going to do it. So now we got a quarter cup of water, quarter cup of sugar, nice big handful of mint. Let's throw some more in there, Ben. All right, now we've made mint simple syrup. Smells like minty sugar tea. Okay.
There we go. It's whipping now.
And now we fold in a little bit of mint simple syrup. Just like we planned from the very beginning, Ben. Despite whatever you thought was going to happen. Mint whipped cream.
Oh my God, that's so good. Just want something to shave this chocolate.
Okay.
So we have our beautiful pie, and now we're going to add the whipped cream.
A mint whip.
A mint whip. Oh no, this is so beautiful.
I just am really excited that we said to make a mint simple syrup from the very beginning.
I know.
And that infusing cream and milk would never work. No matter how often Ben said we should do it.
I know. Look at that. We're going to shave a little chocolate on top. And there you have a beautiful...
Don't forget our mint sprig so they know it's mint.
Yes. Beautiful Christmas chocolate cream pie. And look, it looks like a little Christmas tree. Beautiful. Take a look at that. Chocolate cream pie with a chocolate cookie crust. How is it?
Very good. Crispy crust, layers of chocolate, but like
Velvety.
complex chocolate, different types of flavor. And that little bit of mint in the whipped cream really brings it together. An excellent Christmas edition of a chocolate cream pie.
Merry Christmas, everyone.